So today I'm going to be guiding you through a somatic meditation. Somatic just means body-based. So no, there is no crystals, there's no spiritual bypassing in here as well. It's just going to be you slowing down enough so you can hear what's already been trying to speak. So for a lot of women that I work with, that feeling is actually rare. And no, it is not because they make bad decisions, but a lot of us learn to make decisions from everywhere and every place but the one that actually knows. So I want to ask you something before we get into this today. When was the last time you made a decision and you actually felt settled, like a peace in that decision? Not just resolved, not just tired of thinking about it, but actually at peace with your decision. This is going to be about 10 to 15 minutes. So find a comfortable position, get your blankets, get your pillows, find something cozy to be in. And when you are ready, let's go. So I want you to find a position you can stay in. Seated, maybe feet flat, legs are crossed. Maybe your hands rest open on your lap. Or you may find yourself lying fully supine, all the way down on the ground. You can place one hand on your heart, maybe one hand on the belly. But wherever you're at, get comfortable. And you can begin to close your eyes fully. Or if you like, find a gaze that goes soft. So unfocusing on any particular thing, unfocused on the floor in front of you, unfocused on anything that you may see in your gaze, and whatever lets you turn inward here. Then I want you to take one full breath in through the nose and a slow release through the mouth. And let's try that again. Take a deep, full inhale through the nose, letting your belly, letting your chest, letting your lungs fill up with air. And then on that exhale, slowly part the lips, extending that exhale through the mouth. And let's try that again, taking a nice full inhale through the nose and a slow, extended release through the mouth. One more. And this one is for arrival, letting your nervous system know that it is safe to be here. Good. You're here. So your mind has been working hard, making lists, running scenarios, asking everyone what they think. And we are setting that down right now. And not because it's wrong, but because it's not the only voice in the room. I want you to bring something to mind, a decision you've been sitting with, a question maybe that you keep circling back to. Maybe it's a next step you've been hesitating on. And I don't want you to force anything here. Just let one thing arise. Whatever's been living in the back of your mind, the thing you think about in the shower or right before you fall asleep. You've got it. Yeah. Even if it feels a bit blurry here, just want you to know it's okay. It doesn't need to be perfectly formed. Just let it be present with you. So now notice what happens in your body The moment you let that thing in, did your chest tighten? Did your shoulders lift? Maybe your stomach did a thing? Did you feel a small pull of something that might be exciting? Maybe something buried underneath of a lot of fear. We're not going to analyze it, not yet. I just want you to notice. Maybe there was a tingle, maybe there was tension, maybe there was just this energy radiating throughout your body. But the body already responded. It always does. We're going to do a slow scan from the toes on your feet all the way to the top of your head. And we're not looking for pain necessarily. We're just noticing signals, sensations, information. So I want you to give your toes a little wiggle and just bring some mindful awareness there. Maybe lifting the toes and then placing them firmly back on the ground, just letting them settle. And then drawing that awareness up through the ankles. Maybe you roll them a little gently side by side. Then bringing your awareness up through the shins and through the calves. Just noticing if there's any tightness or tension. And again, not changing or fixing, just bringing loving awareness there. And then drawing our attention to the knees. Maybe here you lift the kneecaps up and then you allow them to release, just thanking them for all the bending that they do every single day. And then drawing that awareness up through your thighs, noticing how strong you may feel. Again, noticing if there's any tightness, not fixing, just bringing our awareness there. And then drawing our attention up through the belly, noticing how it fills up with air, almost like a balloon. And then as we exhale, noticing how the belly button draws into the navel, back to the spine as it releases. And then bringing our awareness up through our chest, bringing it to our heart space. Noticing how our shoulders are feeling. Are they hunched up towards the shoulders? If so, can we allow them to release? Can we allow them to drop a little? Feeling the weight of your arms. And then bringing that awareness to your neck, to your throat. This is where we swallow things we don't say. Is there anything that's sitting there today? And there's no need to name it at the moment, just acknowledging it. Then bringing that attention to the space between your eyebrows, your forehead. Maybe notice your jaw. Are your teeth touching? Are they clenched together? Can you allow them to soften? Maybe gently part the lips here. And then bringing that awareness, that attention all the way to the crown of your head, your intuition center. And I want you to just notice here. Is there tension? Is heaviness present? Or maybe there's nothing. Maybe there's just a joy and a light. All of that is data too. And with your question still present, what is happening right here? What is happening right here? Notice, is it open? Are you contracted? Do you feel warm? Is there something that feels like it's longing, like dread? Maybe it's relief, the kind that comes when something you've been pretending not to want is finally acknowledged. Your belly, your gut, that place that knows before you know. When you imagine saying yes, the full yes, what happens here? And when you imagine staying exactly where you are, no change, no move, what happens here? And I want you to notice the difference. The difference is information. Your hips, your thighs, all the way down to your feet, whatever you are grounded on. I want you to begin to take a full breath through the whole length of your body. And exhale as you release. I want you to stay with whatever you felt the most, the place that had the strongest signal. Could be your chest, could be your throat, could be your belly, your gut. And I want you to put your attention there, like you're placing a warm hand on it. Maybe you even take your hand and place it over that area. And I want you to allow it to speak, not in words necessarily, but in images, in texture, in the temperature. What is this sensation like? If this feeling had something to say, not an answer, just a truth, what would it be? I want to offer something. There's a difference between a signal that says, "This is scary, I don't know how to do it," and one that says, "This is wrong for me." Both can show up as discomfort, both can show up as tightness, but one contracts you, it shrinks you, pulls you toward avoidance, and one has an aliveness under it, even in fear, a pulling, a knowing. Can you sense that distinction right now? There is no wrong answer. There is only what is actually true. I want you to start to come back. When you're ready, you can begin to deepen your breath here. Maybe let the fingers move, wiggle your toes again. And if your eyes were closed, you can gently begin to flutter them open, letting some light come back in. And before you do anything else, I want you to gently grab your journal or your notes app and write down what you noticed. Not what you think you should do, but what your body actually said. This is not a permission slip. The body doesn't hand you answers wrapped in a bow. What it gives you is information you can trust because it is not performing for anyone. It is not afraid of your opinion of it. It just knows.